especially because if there is one of them who was challenging me on 30th April night that I am in readiness, I want to upload my project, and he managed to upload his project without much difficulty. He is on record saying that it took him only 40 minutes to upload his project for registration, and we also could issue him his digitally signed certificate within 2-3 days. I don't see there is any reason for one to say that no, I was still studying the whole project and it took me time and therefore I am still waiting for that. 2-3 things. One is, of course, we are talking about ongoing projects. Unregulated setup where in fact there was no disclosure, or even if there was a disclosure under MoFA, it was only violated. You are moving into suddenly a disclosure which will be a disclosure out in the public domain for everybody to see. You may have been running that project with certain parameters, certain features which have got violated, there are delays and all the stuff. And you are being trying to tell them that now when you come under this regime, they will all be regulated. There has to be fiscal discipline, there has to be an account where 70% money has to get in. Now obviously one would feel that if I can actually buy some time, if there is a window of 90 days, can I actually start working on it after the 45th day and then try and put it in place? This could be one of the reasons. But all the projects have no choice but to come and get themselves registered, because beyond 90 days, we'll open up a dedicated email ID where a person as a source informer can inform me that here is a project where third-party rights have got created. I have invested money there. I have actually been promised that a house will come up. Nothing has come up. I can't see that project also listed in your website. So it's an unregistered project, violation of Section 3. Within 90 days, they have to register. On the 91st day, even a crow tells me that is a project that is not registered. I can charge him with 10%, up to 10% penalty. The first stage, of course, is that the projects have been told that there is a 90-day window within which you must get registered. So once the project gets registered, then the authority of the RERA comes into effect. That means you can then penalize him for violation of the provisions of the Act or the rules or the regulations or the various circulars or orders that we have issued. If there is any contravention or violation of any of these 5 against a registered project, then the authority is expected to act on a complaint. So a complaint comes to you saying that this person has done such and such thing. He has delayed, he has done substandard construction, he has done this or whatever. All these aspects that we are talking about fall under some section of these 5 provisions. Sure. So as soon as you are violating any section of the provision, the Act will take into effect those provisions and hear both the sides and pass an order. Since the Act has come into from 1st May, all the provisions of the Act are applicable.
Okay.
So there is a section 18 of the Act which says that any project which is delayed and the delay defined by what you have agreed with him in the agreement.
Right.
That agreement need not have been signed by under this, it may have been signed under MoFA.
Right.
But an agreement is a legal document signed between 2 people. As per that agreement, if some date was fixed and if there is delay, then the delay is subject to a penal rate of interest for the total amount that has been collected. Now obviously this becomes an issue of a contravention of Section 18 of the Act and will have to be dealt with. So the authority will have to come into this conclusion as to what is the extent of delay, and for that delay what is the amount of interest payment that you need to do. 2012 was promised to me as per the agreement.
Right.
Up to 2012 to 1st May 2017, I cannot just say that for these 5 years.
So no
there are other acts maybe there. You have to go to that respective authority to settle that dispute.
Okay.
You will come to me saying that now that this has come, he has now given a fresh date of 2019. But then he was supposed to give me right on day 1.
Right.
If suppose that Act whenever it come into, from that day till 2019, if I do not withdraw from the project, I am entitled to an interest. Reason for people not to come on day 1,
right,
thinking that at least 2-3 months of interest I can save, could be a reason. But then they need not actually take it for granted.